The Toronto Blue Jays are coming off a breakthrough season that saw them end a long playoff drought. The Blue Jays are listed as co-favorites at odds of 2-1 to win the American League East. They are at odds of 8-1 to win the American League pennant and at odds of 20-1 to win the World Series. The team won 93 games last season, but it might be tough to duplicate that success in 2016 as the team lost their top pitcher, David Price. The team went 93-69, going 53-28 at home and going 40-41 on the road. They went 78-73-11 on the over-under. The good news for Toronto is that they still have reigning MVP Josh Donaldson and emerging ace Marcus Stroman. The Blue Jays led the league in runs scored a year ago, and they should be just as potent this season, especially since they'll get a full season from Troy Tulowitzki. The Blue Jays are definitely going to miss David Price, as it now falls on Stroman to be the ace of the staff. The team did add J.A. Happ, as they hope he can eat up some innings, and they also added Drew Storen and Jesse Chavez. The rotation could be good enough if Stroman delivers like the ace that he appears to be, and if he can get enough out of R.A. Dickey, J.A. Happ, Marco Estrada, and either Aaron Sanchez or Jesse Chavez. The Blue Jays are loaded on offense as well, once again, and there is no reason to think the team won't average at least 5 runs per game. They have MVP Donaldson, Bautista, Encarnacion, and Tulowitzki. There is no team in baseball that can match the Blue Jays in terms of power. They also have a very good catcher in Russell Martin and an emerging star at first base in Chris Colabello. The Blue Jays have a solid bullpen led by closer Roberto Osuna, and they have some good setup men in Brett Cecile and Drew Storen. The addition of Storen could be huge, as he was really good with Washington before the Jonathan Papelbon fiasco. Some players to watch for 2016, the reigning MVP Josh Donaldson. He is coming off a great season in which he led the most potent offense in the league. There is no reason to think he won't be just as good as last season, as he has a ton of protection in the lineup with Bautista, Encarnacion, and Tulo hitting behind him. Donaldson also is a great third baseman. If the Blue Jays are going to win the American League East, then they'll need Marcus Stroman to take the place of David Price in the rotation and be their ace. There is every indication that Stroman is up to the task, as he was excellent in last year's playoffs. He is also helped by the fact that the team will usually score plenty of runs. Troy Tulowitzki should have an outstanding season as well, and it would not be a surprise to see him recapture some of his past glory. It was a bit of an adjustment last season for Tulo in the American League, and he should be vastly improved this season.